Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how I keep track of my monthly spending across the 9 credit cards I have. First and foremost, this is definitely not meant as a flex video, but more of how I keep my personal finances organized and at the same time still stretch every dollar I spend with all the credit card promotions and rebates. I'm actually based in Singapore, and as you know, the credit card culture here is pretty prevalent. All the banks in Singapore actually have quite a variety of credit cards with very different rebate mechanics. So the reason why I have so many cards is because each credit card actually serves a specific purpose in my monthly expenditure. I'm more of a cash rebate person, so cards like the UOB One card or the Amex cashback are definitely the cards that I use a lot more often. To get things organized, I created this spreadsheet many years back when I first started working to easily keep track of my monthly spending. I'm definitely not the type that will spend hours every month tracking every single one of my spending. End of the day, I just want to get a very high level overview of where I'm spending my money, whether it's in food, transport, or any big ticket items that I have bought for that month. I try to keep things simple, and I actually spend about 15 minutes at the end of every month updating this spreadsheet. I've included a link down below in the description, so if you're interested, you can always download a copy of this template for free. To make things easy for myself, one of the things that I do whenever I receive a new credit card is to actually call up the bank and request to change the billing cycle of the credit card to be at the end of the month. So I actually have the billing cycles of all my credit cards aligned. Take for example my UOB credit card statement. The billing cycle ends at the last day of the month. So when I receive my credit card statement on the 31st of December, this entire statement will reflect my spending on the UOB One card from the 1st of December all the way to the 31st of December. And my payment due date is 21 days later on the 21st of January. Likewise, for my November statement over here, when I receive the billing on the last day of November, which is the 30th, this bill actually reflects my spending from the 1st of November all the way to the 30th of November. And I've done this for all of my credit cards, but do note that not all the banks actually allow you to end your billing cycle on exactly the last day of each month. For some banks like DBS, the latest date that they can change your billing cycle to is actually the 30th of each month. So when I receive my DBS statement on the 30th of December, this bill will reflect my spending on my DBS card from the 1st of December all the way to the 30th. So this statement is actually missing my spending on the 31st of December. Although some of the card cycles are slightly misaligned by 1 or 2 days, this already makes my life a lot easier and it's good enough for me to get an overview of my spending for that particular month. At the end of every month, after I receive all the statements for my credit cards, I will start filling up this spreadsheet. Column B is where I input my salary. Column D to N is where I input the amount I get billed for each credit card statement. And because I've aligned all the billing cycles nicely, the statement I receive from each credit card is more or less reflective of what I spent for the entire month, plus minus 1 or 2 days. Column N is just the sum of all my credit card plus cash spending for that month. I also have a row right below to sum all of the spending for the year. This is also very helpful because most of the credit cards would require a minimum spending for their annual fee waivers, and this helps me to keep track whether I have met the minimum spending requirement for the year. And moving on to column P and V, this is where I break down my spending into the different categories which I'm interested in tracking. For example, food and transport, because this usually forms the larger part of my spending. Like I mentioned earlier, I try to keep things simple in this spreadsheet. So when I see a transaction in my credit card statement that is food related, I will just add on to the food column. If it's transport related, I will just add it to the transport column. And if it's a really huge ticket item like my personal insurance, I will usually include a comment like this to remind myself what the big ticket item is about. And I also include the same comment in the credit card that was charged, and in this case, it was my Amex card. So if there is a big ticket item that I purchased but doesn't fall into any of the categories over here, I will just include a comment directly on the credit card column to remind myself. So for example, I charged my school fees to my Amex card last year and it was quite a huge amount, so I just added a comment to the cell here. So I've done this consistently every month for the past 5 or 6 years, and it is really a simple and easy way to help keep track of where I'm spending my money on a high level without spending hours every month overworking the details. So once again, if you're interested in using this template, you can always download a copy using the link in the description below. You can always customize this template by adding or deleting columns depending on the different spending categories that you want to track, which might be very different from mine. So that's all for this video. Hopefully you have found this useful. Thank you very much for watching.